very impressive for your first one. It really, I promise you. Okay, let me show. Okay, so she's got a 3-page funnel. So when you do this, you're going to go into edit page. This is great just for everyone to kind of see. And you can click on preview to see what it really will look like. And so I just went in and tested it, and my email went through to her autoresponder. She's got a video. I mean, this is impressive.
That is good. And I like your colors, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I like that palette, that website.
It's pretty handy for giving you like colors you might not have thought to put together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I went on there today and looked at colors and kind of redid mine with a color palette that I can always use for funnel stuff. And then I've even found a color palette for my Grace as We Age stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's easy to use. It's not hard at all.
Oh, no.
Agree. So she's got a second page here, and she tells her story. She's got her before and afters.
That's good.
Look at me.
I know. Look at what a difference.
Look how good.
And then you've got more. I mean, this is good. And you even Inspire On. I use those on some of mine too. Those are really good. And then here it connects. I mean, I can see here that it connects. So I could preview this just to make sure, like to test the button.
Table.
But you can tell it's going to work because it had the little URL below it.
Yeah.
But if I did, I mean, I know you've already probably gone in and tested things, but there it is. That takes them to your Prove It page. So, I mean, this is a lot.
Yes, that is a lot. It's
It
good.
really is. So, well done. I want to show you, Melinda, while I'm in here, I'll go ahead and use hers to show. You're asking about the path, I think. Okay.
Yeah, you know, like with your funnels and what we have, you know, what they would click on at first just to get into that funnel.
Right. Okay. So here's how that works. And this took me a long time to get my brain around.
Get down.
Basically, that's okay. Basically, you have what's at the top here is going to be the first one that you send people to. Okay. Yeah. And then your funnel will naturally flow from one page to the next if it's set up right, right? They click a button, they go to the next page.
I had trouble with that.
Yeah, but you got it. We got it fixed now. So her domain is abetterversion.net, right?
And I love that.
It's a really good phrase.
Uh-huh.
But so right now, if she was sending someone her funnel, this is what she would have to send them. Okay. I want to keep checking that people aren't trying to get in. Okay. So if you think about, Melinda, like how we do ketosistas.com/Grace, right?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
So you can change these.
Yes.
All right. And so let me just show you. So Linda, there's two different things you can do. You can create a path on the end. First of all, let me ask, which funnel do you want to be your main funnel? Like, which one do you think you'll use the most?
And
you can
probably
change it.
I mean, this one, but I have a one-page funnel that I just fooled around with, but probably this one.
Okay, so let me show you what you would do, and I'm recording. Yeah. Okay, so you would come up here. If you wanted to make this one so that when you put in your domain, abetterversion.net, it will take you to this funnel. What you do is come up here in account settings, go to domains. And you've got your picture in there and everything. Okay, you've already put your domain in here, right? So you're great. You've created your domain, you've put it in here. Come over here to these three dots and edit. And the good thing is, like, if you can't find this video or you forget or whatever, you can go into the help, like, see that little blue button? You can go in here, and if you typed in domain or path or whatever your thing was that you were having trouble with, it would take you to, like, help documents, and they might give you 4 or 5, and you check them out, and if they don't help, then say, no, I need more help, and they'll connect you to a person. So it's a pretty good, I've had good luck with their support system. Okay.
Yeah.
So see here where it says default page. Right now you have multiple funnels. So this is gonna, if you expand this, you can choose which one it will take people to. Okay. So here's, you see, these are all your funnels. All right. So I want to pick Keto Opt-in. Opt-in means you're giving them your email address. Okay. So this means that the default page, you can add stuff and make a path, but if you want to just make it easy, okay, I'm going to save this. I picked Keto, which is your funnel, Opt-in, which means your first page, and now watch. If I came up here and did, tell me your website again, www. A better version?
Yeah. .net.
See how that takes you to, I mean, you're on the internet. You're a big deal.
Yeah, what? How did all this come? Okay, I'm still a little confused, but
That's okay. Okay, so there's a couple things. So what we did, she had already connected a better version to ClickFunnels.
okay.
So she bought her domain.
Okay.
She bought her domain. She attached the domain to ClickFunnels.
Okay.
And then what we did was we just went in and we went to, why is it? I got so many things open. Okay. We went in here to account settings, and you can, this will be recorded, so you can go back and watch this. Account settings and domains.
Domains, okay.
And we edited her default page. That means it's going to default to. So if she changes her mind and she's like, oh, I actually want to use this other funnel more, then she can go in and change it.
Okay.
So you know, for us, it's ketosistas.com goes to our main 21-day challenge. All right?
Right.
So the other thing that you'll want to see is, so now Linda, that's connected. You can always change it if you want to. But I'm going to go back into your keto funnel, and you can actually name this. Okay, so I made this the default. I did Keto Opt-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can rename this path because squeeze page, ZNOD, via, like, that's weird. Okay, so I'm going to come here to this gear. And so the path is the thing that comes after it. All right, first you got your domain, then you got your hash or your slash, and then you got your path. So what we do for our paths is generally say something like, you could say get keto or whatever you wanted to call this. Okay, do you like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we do dashes, so get keto. All right, it remembers ones that I've used before. Get keto net is one of mine. Okay, so then we will update funnel step. Okay, so now.
Oh, okay.
And so let me just explain about a split test. And this is something I've just barely dabbled in, but not gotten very far. So when you get really advanced in funnel world, I'm almost there. You will want, like when you start paying to send traffic to your funnels, you want to make sure you're optimizing and making it as good as it can be. Okay. So you might want to test like, oh, does it do better to have learn keto at the top and then free at the bottom, or should I make free really big or whatever? You want to make little tweaks, mainly with the headlines. That's the first thing that they see. So what you could do is do a split test. Okay. So you would have 2 variations of the same funnel that are very similar but have little micro differences. And when someone types this in, a betterversion.net, every other one will go to one or the other. And when one starts performing better, that one will start getting more traffic.
Okay.
It splits them. So These actually will have two different paths, but by putting in Get Keto, it knows to alternate them. Now, if you don't have a split test, it doesn't matter. It's going to take it to this one. That's your control. So if you watch this, okay, watch what happens now. Before it had all those like random letters. Now when I do it, it's going to say, ooh, nope. Oh, it remembered it from before. Let me do an incognito window. Let me see if I don't think I can do that on Zoom. Anyway, when you do it, instead of this weird stuff, it should say get-net or Get Keto, whatever you called it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is that. And okay, so that's it for paths.
So she won't, so you don't have to do anything else, and it will go from the squeeze page to the sales page to the order form or OTO or whatever. It automatically takes them on through.
Right, and I was wrong. The paths still confused me a little bit, so I was a little bit wrong. So so basically you have kind of like, think about it like a hierarchy, right? So you set the domain to go to a betterversion.net, all right? This is your first page, so we had to give that kind of a name. We called that Get Keto. Now, in case you ever do a split test, you got to now name the two under it, okay?
Right.
So I'm going to come in here. See how this has a little gear here? That's where I made the first change to Get Keto. Now for the next gear, I'm going to come in here and give this a path. And what I like to do is do Get Keto now or something like that. Are you okay with that name?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Then let me update it. And what should happen is when I type in a better version. Okay, I'm going to type this in, just your website. When I do, it's going to first go to the path and it's watch what happens up in the little bar. It's going to say Get Keto, and then it's going to say Get Keto Now, because it went and said, okay, here's her website. Oh, this is her favorite funnel. This is her first page of her funnel. We're not doing a split test, or it would go to this one. Okay. Oh, someone wants to come in. So let me hit this and I'll let the person in. See how it went to Get Keto Now?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, Michael's hopping in here. He is new. He's just in the pre-launch week. Hey, Michael. And Michael, I am recording this, so I just showed some things about like domains and connecting paths and things like that. That if you're interested in, you can go back and watch. But it's not, you don't have to know it right now. But Linda and Melinda, since you guys both were asking about domains and paths, do you feel pretty good about that?
I think so. Yeah.
And again, it might feel scary, but now you have this that you can look back to, or you can go into the help thing and kind of play with it. But basically, it's kind of three parts. It's connecting your domain to your preferred funnel. And of course, if you only have one funnel, it's going to do it automatically. And then it's creating the main path and then the sub path by clicking on that gear. I usually do the first one one or two words, and the second one 2 or 3. Like I always make it one more word. So that's just, someone told me that was a good way. I don't even know why.
So
all right.
do we test these, or when we're finished with them, or what do we do
to make sure that everything is working?
Yeah.
So there actually is, if you go into the help desk, there's like a check, you can type in checklist to test funnel or something like that. And they have a whole checklist. Also, I forget where you guys are in the One Funnel Away challenge, but they're at the end of the funnel week. Here, I've got it right here. At the end of the funnel week, there is like test your funnel. Let's see. It is testing and review. It's mission 7, week 3, and it tells you here. It even has it. I don't know if you can see that, but see the whole checklist.
Okay, mission 7, week 3.
Yeah, week 3, mission 7. So it takes you all the way through it. And then, of course, they're going to show you like different things that you need to check and test.
Okay.
So, I mean, they really do a great job. Like it feels so overwhelming at first, but they really do give it a nice bite-sized chunks. So, Melinda, do you feel pretty good for your path? I mean,
yes, I think so. I think once I get in there and start clicking and doing that, usually I do. But when I'm just watching it, I'm like, I kind of get a little overwhelmed. But yes, I think so.
Good. I mean, what I have to usually do is like have 2 computers if I can borrow one of my kids.
And look
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Too little on my phone to see.
Yeah.
So, Ashley, how are you? What questions do you have?
I'm good. I'm a little behind, and that's all right.
Summer now.
I've been there too.
It is summer now. I feel like I don't really like all of like the things I've lined up for my offer, and so like getting like I don't want to like pull the trigger on my 2 weeks of free trial to build my funnel when I'm not confident in what I'm getting ready to try to put out there.
Okay, that's super wise because I just like jumped in and did I wish I could go back and talk to myself from a year ago, or I wish I had someone that was helping me because I did so many things that were dumb. I just didn't know. So if I could go back and tell myself, here would be my best advice for you for your offer since you don't love it, I 100% agree. There's no reason to jump into making your funnel. Everything hinges on what you're going to do with your offer, right? And
right.
I kind of like skimmed over that, like, I mean, it's good enough. And I'm just now actually going through a challenge where I'm figuring out my offer because I never have had it right for a year. So you're so smart not to move on. So what I did
is all those videos are going to go away though, right? Like I'm not.
So you will continue, the Facebook group will go away because they want you to feel that urgency so you get it done. But I still have access to the videos.
Okay.
And what I would recommend, and I think it's well worth getting it right, is there's a thing called Offer Cure. And it is a little program. It's like maybe 2 hours of videos. It's Julie Stone.
Okay.
And I love her teaching style, and she goes through and really helps you learn how to get your offer right from the beginning. She teaches you the language to use. I mean, it's invaluable. And so I'm just revamping my offer, wishing I'd known that at the beginning. And it's fine. It's just part of the learning curve, but you'll save yourself a lot of grief to have it right from the beginning. And it's only $37. So it's just offercure.com.
Okay.
And I think you'll.
And there's some weird things that like one of the things I want to offer is I've signed up for something called Project Broadcast, which will do my follow-up with my customers for me.
Oh, good. Uh-huh.
And one of the things I want to offer in my offer is clean, like it's time to change your sheets texts. Like if you want that service, like, I will just load you in and it will just tell you on your phone, like it'll just come across your phone. Now's the time to do X.
That is awesome.
And I think that would be really valuable, but now I have to learn how to use Project Broadcast, which I just decided exactly how I was going to do that today.
Right.
Now I'm learning that whole program. So I feel like I don't want to waste my 2 free weeks on ClickFunnels.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm always sad when people like buy the ClickFunnels right away. I'm like, you don't even, like, there's a lot to do before you put it in a funnel, a lot.
Yeah.
It's like you're building the foundation. So I'll show you something while you're thinking about your offer.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't even gotten into texting, but I think it's so smart. It's the way to go instead of emails. I mean, emails are important too. I know this, but I think texting is genius. Here's something I'm just dabbling in as I am recreating my offer. It's called Glide App. And it literally takes a Google Sheet. Okay, let's see if it'll remember me. Awesome. Okay, so in this, Melinda, remember I messed this up with the water challenge? This is what I was playing with. Let me get, I'm telling you, This will just take me 1 second to, basically what it does, it takes your, it takes a Google sheet and turns it into an actual app. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's free and it's easy, which is just amazing to me. So you could come in here, you could make a spreadsheet and say, like if you wanted for part of your offer to be like 30 days to a clean house challenge or whatever, something like that, you could come in here and be like, okay, day 1, sheets. Day 2, whatever. I don't know. What else do you clean? Trash cans. Okay. Day 3, baseboards. Okay. I don't clean a lot. You can tell I don't even know. I can't even pretend to know what to put in there. Okay. So then, let me call it Glide. All right. So then if you were making the app, okay, from a Google sheet. All right, so here it is. I made that spreadsheet super easy. Come in here, and I just made an app.
Wow.
It's not going to be like, so what they have to do when you send this to them, they have to save it to their home screen. But let me show you. I was playing with this, and can you see, let's see. Can you see this? That's it on my phone. Like that was the one that I tested. So I can even send this in the comments, but to see how, and watch this, look how cool. I can make a checklist. So they can be like, oh, look, I took out the trash. Oh, I did the baseboards, whatever, however you want to set it up. And then you just get a share link. You publish the app. All right, here's my link. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in the chats. And then when I send it to you, you just add it to your phone. Have you ever seen anything so easy in your life? I mean, if it's easy to me, it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even find where to paste this.
That's crazy.
Isn't that amazing that that's free? Oh, let me stop the share so I can get it in the chat. So you would send this out to your people. They click on that and then just do the little square and arrow that turns it into a button on their phone. And they just, you can make it a checklist. You can put little pictures in there for every day. And you can even have stuff that's like, hey, this button is closed for you because you didn't buy the special squeegee kit. Push here to get the squeegee kit. And you can connect it to a URL. Cool. I know. So I'm recreating my offer and I'm putting that app in it. Someone showed it to me and I was like, it can't be that easy. It is. Isn't that mind blowing?
My mind is like, I'm shook right now.
I know. And think about how, like, when people are like, oh, I want to buy Norwex, I'll be like, oh, you got to get it from Ashley. She has an app. Like, people think you're such a big deal. I mean, I've never had an app, but I think they'll think I'm a big deal.
Right. Because I thought there was much more to it than that, right? Like,
right. I know. Yeah. Wanda told me a couple months ago, she's like, you need to make an app. I was like, oh, that sounds so scary. And then I heard it's that easy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So another question, if it takes me twice as long to get my life together, do I still have access to your site and your support, or is that the 30-day thing? Okay.
No, I wasn't sure like what it was going to look like, but as long as I didn't want to commit to it, like a huge thing if no one really showed up, or one person, but we've got people that we're continuing to add in here. So, I plan to keep this page and just kind of do it as a little side thing because, the affiliate money is good and I use it toward my, paying for other stuff, like the other business stuff. And I'm even, I'm exploring some new ideas of ways to make affiliate money. And if it goes well, then I'll share it with you guys too. Because I'm always kind of dabbling in new things, but it's a strategy that someone shared with me and we're testing. So.
Awesome.
Because the money, when you share the one funnel away with someone, is so good. right? You know, it's the full 100. So I'm like, I've got to figure that out a little bit better because I've kind of just randomly done it like I did my lives. Like just occasionally I'll throw stuff out there and some stuff sticks. I've never been strategic about it. But now that I've got the Facebook group and I'm like, this is great. And you know, several like Linda is doing Prove It, Melinda is, Rhonda, Courtney. So people on my team are now building this way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something for you to think about too, maybe a little bit down the road. But like to me, this is such a better way to grow your business. So as I'm bringing in new promoters, I'm like, hey, I can teach you 2 ways to build your business. I can show you the traditional way. It's fine. I know I've done that. Or I can show you the online way. Which one sounds like a better fit for you? And if they choose this, and I just stick them in the group, and then it's like double validation. Like, hey, I'm going to support you as your upline, but I'm also going to support you as, you know, I'm going to support you. And like, if you want to learn funnels and really like, this is what the big people do, like you're now becoming a big deal and you're setting yourself up as a huge leader. Like, holy cow, you got now like a funnel, you're about to have an app, you're texting people. Like those are, when people see that, even just having a Facebook group, people think like, oh, because most people don't even do that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So did that answer your question? I went off on a little bit.
It did.
Yeah.
One other follow-up question.
Sure.
So, or just clarification. So I'm going to have to buy a separate domain name in order to make the funnel work. This is something I have to like research and think about.
Yeah, it's super easy though. Let me show you how easy this is. It's amazing how many things are actually, they seem scary. Like if you would have told me that I would have to buy a domain, like that would have scared me a year ago. But we actually, Rebecca and I have basically made domain buying a hobby. We have about 12 domains because guess how much a domain costs?
I have no
How
idea.
much?
Like, I mean, $5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Unless it's something awesome like challenge.com. When Prove It bought that, that's like $1 million domain, right? That's like in demand. But ketosistas.com, no one's ever wanted that. $4.
Okay.
So like if you did Ashley Loves Norwex or .com, whatever, that's probably no one wants that. So it's going to be super cheap.
Okay.
That's for the year. You renew it every year. It's going to be, Melinda, what was yours? 11?
Okay, I couldn't get that pork bun or whatever to work, but I did. I got another one for my funnel fancy, but
Oh, okay.
the Graces We Age, I couldn't get it to do. So I think it was like $20 for a year, but it's just $20 for a year. And that was through GoDaddy.
Uh-huh.
So, but anyway, the next one I got, the funnel fancy one, was through Pork Bun.
Okay.
And it was $4.15 for the first year, and then $8 after that.
Okay. Yeah, they're very cheap. So Rebecca and so here we go. Ashley, I just made this up. I don't know what you would want. $4 for the year.
Okay.
Yep. And then you literally buy it and they're like, okay, congratulations. And you can go in and set it up so that you can make so when I send emails, I'll send them from Bridget@ketosistas.com because that makes you look way more professional than ketosistas@gmail, right?
Right.
That's free. Once you have a domain, then you just go in and set up and you take like Ashley at whatever would then forward to your Gmail or whatever you wanted it to forward.
So nothing, I don't have to check 46 things.
Nope, I have it all on my phone. I literally have probably 6 domains. I'm not even kidding. And they all just come to my phone. So, so because I have one I got Keto Sistas. I've got like my funnel one. I had what I thought my funnel one was going to be. We did Keto-Sistas because that's how we spell it on Facebook. And then Rebecca and I, like our whole master vision is all leading up to this one thing. And we bought that domain too. So we almost bought another one today. I had another idea. I'm like, we should buy that too. It's ridiculous. It's just like, it's so fun. So anyway, and then you just connect them to ClickFunnels and it's not real hard. I mean, it really is kind of like what I showed you, like here's the domain, here's the, and again, all you would do is go to the help document and type in domain and they're going to get you all set. In fact, I'm sure it's in the, actually, I'm sure it's in here. It's part of the One Funnel Away. You know, you'll have a day where they have you buy the domain or whatever. So.
Okay.
all things that seem scary and set you way above and beyond, but actually aren't that scary once you do it. That's a great question though, because I'm sure that people, people will watch this who couldn't get on tonight or didn't want to or whatever. And Melinda's been going through and doing the time stamping for it, so that if people are like, oh, I know she talked about domain, where was that? They can search, find the Zoom, find where I did it on the Zoom, and then watch me show pork bun or whatever.
Nice.
And there's different ones. Pork bun is the one that my tech guy recommended. We actually have used other ones, but we've had really good luck with this one. Anything else? You guys are killing it. I mean, take a second and pat yourself on the back, because you all are still here. And it's just the reality that and this is hard. So a lot of people honestly might not stick with it. Maybe people, I'm not saying the people that aren't on here aren't sticking with it, but I just know when I did the One Funnel Away challenge, my peers who did it with me, a lot of them didn't make it to the end. They never got a funnel going. They never got ClickFunnels. So it's huge that you're persevering and you see the vision.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll tell you from a network marketing perspective, this week we have had multiple, I think 5 or 6 new promoters come in this week, and most of them are through what we've done with funnels, which is crazy.
Awesome.
And so we just opened in England, and I have a promoter in England that I got through a funnel, and she just got a promoter in Scotland through the funnel, like through the method that we were doing with funnels.
Wow.
I know. So, I mean, it works. There's so much potential.
So when can we actually put the funnel out there?
So it is actually out there. That's, it's kind of confusing, but like your website just lives. Like it's basically live. The thing is, people aren't probably going to go to that unless you gave it to them, because there's so many websites in the world. But, you saw how I came up here to this tab and typed in abetterversion.net.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone could go to that right now. And you already have it connected to MailChimp. So it's like anyone could go in there and do that. So now, like, one of your next things is to set up a campaign. And what a campaign is like when you did the 21-day challenge, and I struggled. Emails is like my nemesis. I'm not even kidding. But when they first opt in to your page, then it'll be like, hey, welcome, let's get you signed up for whatever, right? You send them an email, and then maybe 2 days later you send them another email, and then another. So they're in your world, so they remember you, and you can sell them stuff and do your follow-up. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we got 5 minutes if you guys have anything else. If not, I'll go eat. I've got something in the crock pot and it's been smelling good all day.
Well, you go eat, and thank you, Bridget. We appreciate this so much.
You're welcome. Melinda, thank you for doing the time stamping. I think that's very helpful for people.
I don't mind at all. In fact, it helps me to go back, watch it again, do it slow, and I have to keep going back to make sure I get the time in there. So, no, I'm learning a lot from doing it.
Good. Yeah. Awesome. Rebecca's actually doing that with the One Funnel Away challenge.
Woo,
that's a lot. It's going to take her a while, but because when I first went through it, this is kind of my thing that I wanted to try. And it was when Mexico, she had a huge team starting in Mexico, so it was taking a lot of her time. So I was looking at funnels, and she was doing Mexico, and so anyway, so she's never actually gone through it. I just kind of taught her things and shown her things as we've gone. So she's now going through and doing it. And I'm like, you should timestamp it. That would be a huge asset to use in a funnel or sell in a funnel, or like, I'm always thinking of offers. So Ashley, let me know if you do the offer cure.
Okay.
Because I also, like I told Melinda and some other people about it, they're like, oh, I can't do one more thing, which I get. But I think the wisest thing is to like stop in your tracks and get it right. Not Melinda, not that your way is wrong. You just got to, if you're overwhelmed and it's not feeling right, I just kept plowing through like, oh, it'll fix itself.
It doesn't fix it.
It doesn't. I just kept building on a shakier foundation, and it got kind of jacked up. It's fine. I learned, and good things came from it, but you can save a lot of grief. So I'm curious what you'll think about it, but I love Julie. I'm listening to all of her podcasts. I've now every time I'm getting ready or driving or whatever, I'm listening. Her podcast is excellent. She's one of my favorites to follow.
I love her too, but I tell you what, I can't hardly keep up with the computer when she's going because she knows exactly what she's doing, and people that do know what they're doing. And I'm sitting there, where's her cursor? Where's her cursor? I can't find, I don't know what she's doing.
I mean, I have to have her on one screen and then I'm like, pause every 2 seconds. Like,
Yes.
she found this button. Let me find that button.
Yeah,
And yeah, she's fast.
yeah, she is fast. She's good though.
All right. You guys have a great weekend.
We will.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you,
All right.
Bridget.
Sure thing. Bye.
Thanks.
Sure thing.